Building strong engagement within the remote team could be really challenging. When you are in the office, there is a lot of ways to build connectivity and to engage the team. Also, to build strong professional relationships that you are lacking when you're distributed around the globe. So, how to build efficient professional relationships and keep remote team engaged. Hi there! My name is Kristina Kushner and you are in my project management sandbox. I'm PMP certified and I'm working remotely for over 4 years by now, leading remote and distributed team around the globe. So I definitely know what I'm talking about, because today I'm gonna share my 5 tips on how to keep remote team engaged and motivated. If you are still not in my community, make sure to subscribe now and tap the notification bell to receive new videos every week. And now we are getting started with the virtual team building activities. Tip number 1, team blog, team space or team website. Actually, I have already outlined this information in the project communication plan here in this episode. By the way, if you want to know how to facilitate project communication, you definitely want to check out this video. So, team space, team blog or team website. And in this episode I would like to point out a little bit different things rather than I have already mentioned in the project communication plan, because this space really helps to build team engagement, team communication and team relationships. There you have an opportunity to not only keep people on the same page about the project information, but also to keep people on the same page about what is going on within the team in general. What I would also advise to include in this kind of collaboration is the separate page where you can keep information or bios about every member of your team. First of all, it would increase connectivity because people will be able to get to know each other better, and when they get to know each other better, they feel more comfortable and they perform better. And another great reason why would you want to keep bios of your teammates in your private team space is because if you're going to have another new team member, it will really facilitate the familiarization process. And this person will just have a chance to visit this page and to get to know who he or she is going to work with. And also it will help him or her to remember the names, the titles, and simply the things that people are like doing within your team. When you know someone in person, it is easier to communicate, to collaborate, because you know the personality and you're not just seeing the avatar. By the way, a good move would be to ask everybody to put the real photo of them on avatars rather than just some plain pictures. It's also increased connectivity and visualize the personality of someone who you are talking to at this current moment. Tip number 1 is daily meeting or scrums. You know, I have already mentioned Scrums meeting here and how to properly organize them. However, again, I would like to outline information about Scrum meeting here and to stress how much important they are, because they are really helping to keep people organized and keep people engaged into work. They're really getting involved when they are meeting regularly on a daily basis. What is more, if they know what to expect out of this kind of meeting, this is gonna be really helpful in terms of organizing your team. And what is the key is to keep this daily meeting within the same duration and at the same time every day. Tip number 3 is one-on-ones. When you're introducing yourself to the team, you really need to let them know that you are going to have these one-on-ones and they are going to be scheduled with every single member of your team on a regular basis. Definitely, this is the time for your teammates. This is the time that you are allocating to help and to support others and to help them grow professionally. We are getting closer to the fun activities, and number 4 in my list of tips is professional knowledge sharing. So here I'm talking about the virtual workshops or masterminds within your team. When working remotely, it is extremely difficult to meet everyone in person. I know that many companies are organizing such events when people are just getting together and spending time together, getting to know each other. However, this could happen really rare. But what is more important is to increase and build and grow the connectivity among all the team members from the very beginning, because this will help to level up the productivity and will help to level up engagement and to speed up the performing stage of the team development process. So here, when it comes to professional knowledge sharing, I'm suggesting to organize kind of workshops or meetups or masterminds, let's say once a month. You are going to pick someone out of the team, and this person is going to share what he or she has learned during the past period of time. And here it is important to outline what this knowledge is, how he or she managed to learn this knowledge, and how it is helpful. I would also advise including the information on how he or she is going to use this knowledge and potentially how this knowledge could be useful for others. Definitely this could be something not only that relates to the current project the team is engaged in, but to professional knowledge in general. During these kind of meetings, others can share their feedbacks, ideas, or suggestions about the shareable knowledge application. Tip number 5, and actually this is something that is not related to projects really, but it helps to develop connectivity, develop professional relationships, and help people to get to know each other better. And this is a weekly happy hour. Happy hours is time when you just potentially can spend together with your team after, let's say, the business day on Friday, when everybody has already stopped their work, when you can just hop on a call, get some treats, maybe some drinks, and talk and have a nice conversations within your team. You can definitely pick some random topic for these kind of meetings, but here are some ideas that can help you facilitate these kind of meetings and give you some understanding, some impression of what to expect when you are getting on a call together. For instance, you can share the proud moments of each other. And usually this is something that people are getting prepared for. Let's say in a day before this kind of meeting, you're just sending the email around to your team and you're asking to think about the very proud moment in their life. And this moment is something that they would want to share with your teammates. Let's say they became a parent, or maybe they have earned some new skill, or maybe they have tried out some sport event that they were planning to do. Maybe they have ran a marathon. Who knows? But just ask people to think of that and to get prepared to share it with your teammates. Another interesting idea could be to share 4 facts about yourself, where 3 facts is true and 1 is false. Also, you would need people to get prepared for that. Let's say on Thursday you're going to send an email to your teammates and to explain the rules of this game for the Friday happy hour. Everybody is preparing this kind of information, and when the time comes, you're just initiating it, maybe starting from yourself and then asking everybody around the circle share these facts so that others will have a chance to guess what was the false out of 4. So these are the tips that I like to use when I'm leading remote and distributed teams. If you like this video and if you find it useful, don't forget to give me a like and let me know in comments which tip you like the most. See ya!